Deep in the silent forest, a logger swings his heavy axe against the flank of an ancient oak. With a thunderous groan, the giant crashes down. In this single moment, the tree is no longer just a living organism. It has become timber, a raw material destined for the sawmill. This transformation marks the threshold where nature becomes a resource. For any entity to earn this title, it must satisfy three strict conditions. Modern technology must be able to reach it, the extraction must be economically feasible for the market, and the entire process must be culturally accepted by society. We are redefining the wild as a warehouse. Across our vast globe, the Earth hides treasures formed over millions of years of geological pressure. We categorize these into vital needs like the very air we breathe and the water we drink, materials for our complex tools, and energy sources like ancient coal and the radiating sunlight. However, we face a critical divide that defines our future: the difference between renewable and non-renewable assets. Nature possesses a rhythmic cycle of restoration and quiet regeneration. Sunlight and forests can renew themselves perpetually, but only if we respect their natural pace. When we harvest timber faster than the saplings can grow, we begin to fracture the foundation of this ancient biological contract. When we drain groundwater quicker than the rain can replenish the deep soil, we break the cycle entirely. The consequences are no longer theoretical. They are visible in our changing landscapes. Glaciers recede into the mountains, and water tables drop dangerously low, leaving entire cities facing the harsh reality of drought. Meanwhile, non-renewable resources like coal and minerals exist in strictly finite quantities. Once they are pulled from the earth and consumed, they are gone forever. In nations like India, rich in coal, the reality is setting in that these vital reserves may dwindle within just 50 years, leaving a void where industry once stood. This uneven distribution of planetary wealth sparks inevitable conflict. Nations and states now clash over the flow of river waters and the hidden veins of minerals, as global trade routes shift based solely on where these resources lie. Some regions suffer what economists call the paradox of plenty. This is a tragic state where an abundance of raw materials fails to translate into prosperity because local industries cannot add value to what they extract. Instead of wealth, they find instability. The competition intensifies as the map of available resources shrinks. We see the tension in every border dispute and every fluctuating market price. It is a race toward an ending that no one truly wants, driven by a desperate need to secure what little remains of the Earth's finite bounty. Sustainability is the only path forward. We must pivot back to ancestral wisdom. Farmers are now revitalizing traditional water harvesting and shifting away from chemicals to restore soil health. The challenge is clear. We must balance our consumption with the planet's capacity to heal. Human knowledge and strategic planning will determine if our resources become lasting legacies or merely temporary windfalls. We must treat the Earth not as a storehouse for extraction, but as a living system that requires our stewardship.